This is Jilliana Ranicar-Breese, and this is part 2 of my interview with Julie Zeno. Okay, continue, Julie, telling me about your acting, your professional life.
Sure. I trained for 4 years at Cours Florent in Paris, and then I graduated in La Sorbonne in theater studies, and then I met Giles Foreman, who is a drama teacher, a coach.
An Englishman.
An Englishman, and he's based in London, and he opened a studio in Paris. So I started learning. I also trained there a little, and then I became a teacher there and also a director there. So and I was doing that with an Englishman, English teacher, and everything pretty much everything in English. So that's where I got my love for English theater and actors as well, and training mostly. And thanks to that experience, I was able to create my own theater company this year called Compagnie du 23.
23 being 23.
Exactly. Based in Paris.
Okay.
And with the collaboration of a British director. Her name is Dani Lucas. She is based in London. She is British, and she's also a director, amongst many other things. We just met a year and a half ago, and we wanted to work together, and we fell in love for Full for Love by Sam Shepard, which turned out to be our very first production.
Oh.
So we are currently creating. We are in the process of creation of Full for Love, which we will be performing in Avignon on Sunday, the 23rd of September.
And also the French in Paris.
And the French in Paris, the Paris French, that will be, it's October.
Yes, that's
we're gonna do that in October. So so we're doing it in English.
Yeah.
With French subtitles for Avignon.
Okay.
And I am performing, I am producing, I am running the theater company.
You're a busy girl.
I'm very busy. I'm doing administration, logistics. So I'm very busy, but it's...
And how many actors are in your company?
4 including me.
Right.
1 director, 1 director's assistant, and for Avignon we have a stage manager.
Right. So for the future, what do you envisage for the future for the company? I mean, after Full for Love, what will you be doing next?
Well, Full for Love is a long-term project.
Yes.
So we want to do it. We want to do, because we're doing it in English, so it makes it difficult. Even with French subtitles, it makes it difficult to sell it in France.
Okay.
But we always wanted to export the project, and including the UK.
So you will be coming to the UK?
Yes, we want to do that, but we need to get ready for that. We are so far, because there's not a lot of money, and London so far is way too expensive.
Maybe Brighton Fringe.
Maybe, but we're thinking. So we are targeting festivals.
Yes,
in the UK.
Or Edinburgh.
Or Edinburgh. You have great Manchester. You've got Newcastle, because my director is from Newcastle, so we may have an opportunity over there. Brighton, as you mentioned.
Yeah, yeah.
There are several places that we can do that.
You have to plan at least a year, of course, in advance.
Absolutely. That's the reason why so far we only have like 2 performances scheduled, but after those performances, the plan is to find money, basically, to get
money.
But find money, we need to do
you need to be sponsored.
Yes, better communication. We need to improve on many subjects, but the thing is, it's the very start. So we needed to launch the production, and have an idea of what it is and what we can do with it. So that's the reason why it was always a long-term project. We'll see.
Okay,
We'll
well,
see.
I wish you good luck. But before you go, we were talking earlier about Shakespeare.
Yes.
And I would like to hear again your take on Shakespeare.
Sure. So when I was in college, I had the great opportunity to work with an English teacher on Shakespeare's monologues, and the way it's written, and why it's written this way. And because when I studied Molière, or like you said, you studied Shakespeare in middle school, it was so boring. But what I found out is that Shakespeare is the most organic playwright ever. So we were working on monologues, okay? And the specific form or shape of the verses, the most typical for Shakespeare is it's iambic pentameter, right?
Can you explain what that means?
Iambic pentameter means that it's a series, the verse is a series of 5, it's not syllables, not like in French, but it's a series of it's a set, of 5 accentuations. And one is made of short vowel, short sound, long sound, short vowel, short syllable, long syllable. Meaning that short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Okay, you've got 5 of them per verse. And so that's called the iambic pentameter. Pentameter means 5.
Yeah.
And so when you do that, it's like your heartbeat. To be or not to be? That is the question. So I discovered that in college. The way it was written is based on your heartbeat. And I thought it was absolutely amazing. I think it's absolutely wonderful how you are creating a language from your own heart. And it works. And it's just, I mean, it's not just that, of course, but it's just brilliant and poetic and musical and human, extremely human.
But you could use that technique for other works. Doesn't have to be Shakespeare, of course.
No, it doesn't have to be Shakespeare, but each writer has his own language, and it's music. It's musical. It's like partition.
Are you writing yourself as well?
No, I don't think I'm good at doing that, and I'm not particularly, thrilled, or I don't enjoy writing necessarily. It's not my thing.
Okay. It's very important to know what your thing is.
Exactly. I think I'm pretty good on that.
Okay, it's been lovely talking to you, Julie, and I
Likewise.
wish you luck in Avignon, Paris, and wherever else you are.
Thank you.
Bye
Merci
bye.
beaucoup. Bye.
De rien.